What's up, y'all? It's your girl KIRAH, and I'm back with another video. So as y'all can see from the title, today's video is going to be all about how I reached my $10,000 mark. But before I get started with this video, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to turn on my post notifications so that you know when I post another video. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all before we get started with the beep stuff. I have been in business for about 2 years. Now, when I say in business, I do not mean like constantly selling and stuff like that for 2 years. I have had a registered business with the state of Georgia for 2 years. Now, when I first started, I was selling hair and I was selling lashes, and that's something that everyone was doing. So I was like, okay, if everybody else selling this, then I can sell this. But deep down, I knew like that's not something that I was passionate about, and that's not something that I really wanted to do. So it was basically like I was just doing it because everybody else was doing it. So when I decided I didn't want to sell hair and stuff anymore, I had to find something that was like unique to me and what I like to do. So anybody who knows me, they know I love like the girly stuff. I like to dress up. I like accessories. I like stuff like that. So I ended up switching and becoming an online accessories boutique. So when I say accessories, like when I first started out, it was strictly just sunglasses, and I had purse slides, and I had handbags. So when I first started out, I was selling, maybe, I don't know, a couple of orders a month, like maybe 5 orders a month. I wasn't really consistent with posting like on my Instagram, my business Instagram page. I wasn't doing like any type of promotions. I wasn't doing anything like that I needed to do in order to, get myself out there. Once this year started, I was still selling the shades, the first slides, and the handbags. And then I also started adding jewelry. So one of the pieces I actually sell are custom name necklaces. So this is actually one of them. This one has my name on it, and it's like a bunch of different fonts, stuff like that. So I added that to my site. I added anklets, I added phone cases, and then I'm also in the process of adding a few other stuff. But that's for another video. Once April hit, that's when I really started being, more consistent. I was posting 3 times a day. I saw my followers going up. I saw my sales going up. Like, I saw everything gradually increasing. I started doing paid promotions. I actually got another YouTuber to actually promote one of my items, so that really helped a lot. Like, I'm really, really grateful for her. Like, she didn't have to do it, but she did. So I'm very thankful for that. So that's when, like, once I started posting consistently, that's when I started seeing my sales going up. So honestly, before I started posting consistently and promoting my business and doing everything I was needed to do, I probably didn't even have like $200 worth of sales. Matter of fact, I can pull it up. So I ended up rebranding, with everything that I had and changing my name and stuff like that in August. So I'm gonna do from August 1st to March 31st. And I'm gonna show you guys how much sales I had between then. Keep this in mind. I was not consistent. I was not posting every day. I was not, doing the stuff I needed to do to make my business, boom. So I guarantee y'all that I didn't have $200 worth of sales. Like, I swear to y'all. So I'm finna go into my Shopify. Like, when I say I rebranded, I redid my whole site. Like, I had shut down my site. So this is when I reopened my site. Click apply. So if y'all can see, it says at the top August 1st to March 31st, and that is $137.46. Now that is what August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 7 months, and I didn't even have $200 worth of sales in 7 months. Okay, so now we're gonna do from April 1st to August 3rd. Now April 1st is the exact day that I ended up coming home from school, because they shut down school with corona and everything. So I actually ended up moving back home until I start school for the next semester. So this is from April 1st to August 3rd, 2020, and this is what it says. It says $11,577.37. And then it also breaks down, online store, Shopify mobile, and then draft orders. So I'm gonna break all that down in the rest of the video. So the first tip I would have is to obviously, be consistent. I started posting 3 times a day. I was doing paid promotions through Instagram. Now, I haven't really gained as many followers as I would like. Like, I will say I saw a huge jump from, when I first started and had that $200 to where I'm at now. Like, I think I started with about 800 followers, and now I have almost 3,000. So that's good in my opinion, but you know, I'm gonna keep working on that. We're gonna keep working on the followers. But one thing I will say is don't let a person's amount of followers dictate, you know, how much they sell. So that's the first tip I have, is to be consistent. Now the second tip I have, if you are selling at home, like if you are having items on hand, or you're living at home and you know you have people in your hometown who want to buy from you, keep items on hand. Like that's, if y'all see from this, from April 1st to August 3rd, about $3,000 of my sales came from at-home purchases. So this is selling shades and selling first slides and selling the leftover lashes I had on hand. I don't even know if I added the lashes into this when I was doing the orders I would get, but it might not have even been that. It might have just been the shades and the first slides and the handbags. Now I will say that people in my hometown, they don't want to order anything and wait for it to come. Like they want you to have your items on hand. So if people in your hometown are anything like the people in my hometown, then they want you to have your items on hand. So that really helped with a lot of my sales. Since I was home, I was able to, you know, meet people and do pickups and stuff like that. So that really helped with my sales. That also helped with my promotion, because a lot of people were able to tag my personal Instagram, my personal Facebook. So I always did a special. I did the 2 for $20 sunglasses, or 1 for $12, because they're $12 on my site. So I would do 1 for $12, or if they wanted 2, then it would be 2 for $20. And then obviously if they got 3, they'll still be $10 a piece and stuff like that. So that really sold a lot. So that's another thing. If you are selling from home, go ahead and throw a sale in there. Go ahead and give them some type of deal, so that they'll be more willing to purchase from you. Because if they're anything like the people in my hometown, they love a good sale, or they love a sale on products, especially if somebody over here is selling the same thing for $15, or somebody over here is selling the same thing but doesn't have as many colors as you may have, or as many styles as you may have. So that's just something else to keep in mind. So tip number 2 was obviously to, you know, keep your items on hand for the people who are, you know, at home and able to pick up items, because, you know, some people don't want to wait to ship. So then tip number 3 would probably be to post quality content. Now a lot of people don't like to see stock photos. They like to see like visual pictures of you holding a product, or like taking your own pictures. They don't want to see the pictures that the vendors send you. So that's something else that really helped. Videos helped a lot too. Like especially of like my first slides, I would do slow-mo videos and I would post those on my Instagram, and sometimes I would promote them. I also do a lot of motivational posts. Like I kind of have a theme for my page, so it's always 2 regular posts and a motivational quote or something of that nature in the middle. So I try to keep it a theme a day. So like one day I will post first slides for my 2 posts, and then my motivational post in the middle. I would do that with the sunglasses. So I would have sunglass post, a motivational post, and another sunglass post. And I would do, you know, a different item a day, especially if I have, you know, a couple of different things that I sell, or especially if you have a couple of different things that you sell. Try to keep it, you know, same post a day, so that people can, you know, see your stuff. I will also say with posting 3 times a day, obviously you don't post back to back to back. You want to spread out your posts throughout the day. So I normally try to post every couple of hours. I won't give a specific time, because if you're like me, I'm a late sleeper, so I'm not up in the morning. I might be up really late at night, so it might be like 3, 6, and 9, or like 12, 5, and I don't know. It just depends. Like when I think, oh, let me post a picture on my page, then I'll go post a picture on my Instagram. So the next tip I have is to basically set yourself apart from everyone else. So obviously, you know, people sell the same thing, but you have to make someone want to buy from you. Like not physically, you know, make them want to buy from you, but you have to make it so that they don't have a choice but to buy from you, because, you know, you might promote your products a different way. You might take your pictures a little bit different to make your items look a little better. Your packaging might be better than the next person. You know, take pictures of your packaging. Take pictures of all of your, when you ship out orders, like take pictures of every single order you ship out. Make highlights on your page. Do like a theme for your page. Like I said, with mine, it's always a post, a quote, and a post. You can do 3 posts, 3 of the same posts throughout the day. And this also goes back to when I was talking about taking pictures. So if you are just starting out and you don't have a lot of products on hand, but you want to be consistent with posting on your page and stuff like that, post the same picture 3 times a day, not back to back to back, but like I said, a couple of hours apart. Nothing's wrong with that. That could be your thing for your page, posting the same picture 3 times a day, and spread your products out throughout your page. So maybe post 3 pictures and then post 3 quotes throughout the day, and then post 3 pictures. Do what feels comfortable for you. And it's nothing wrong with posting the same pictures. Like, say you post your 3 pictures, post a quote, post 3 different pictures, and then go back and post the same 3 pictures you might have posted earlier in the month. There's nothing wrong with that. But the biggest thing is to just be consistent, whether you're posting on your story. I try to post 3 times on my page, and then I might post on my story every now and then. But I post on my page more than I post on my story. So the last thing I want to talk about is the main source of revenue for my company. So I do offer wholesale products to customers, people who want to start their own business. A lot of people do prefer to order wholesale items because maybe they don't know how to talk to vendors themselves. They don't want to, look up the information themselves. If they see you have quality products and you offer wholesale, then they're going to, they'll be more willing to purchase wholesale from you, especially if you're posting those pictures of your products and you're posting, the orders you're sending out, stuff like that. They might be like, oh, she's sending out wholesale orders. Okay, let me go purchase wholesale from her. So I do wholesale sunglasses, I wholesale lashes, I wholesale purses. I wholesale. I'm adding wholesale for the cases that I offer, and obviously different cases. I don't only offer wholesale for what I personally sell. I have plenty of other styles of everything that I wholesale. Like I said, I no longer sell lashes, but I still offer wholesale for lashes because lashes were something that a lot of people asked about. Like, okay, do you wholesale lashes? So I was like, okay, I might as well just allow the wholesale for lashes since so many people are asking and so many people want to start their business. So that's literally the main revenue for my company. So if you are a small business and you've been able to make a couple of sales, but you want to see more revenue, you want to see more money coming in, or I didn't start wholesale because I wanted to see more money coming in. I honestly didn't think that wholesale would, because I didn't start wholesale when I first relaunched. I started wholesale in May. So really this is 2 months. It was the end of May. So I would say, I think it was like May 20 something. So it's really been about 2 months since I started wholesale. So really the last 2 months is where I made most of my money. I had like $1,000 when I first started, and then I really saw a jump. Like I said, I had like $7,000 in the month of June. So that was like a big transition because I wasn't sending out as many orders. So I had to make a couple of tweaks on my site. I had to add in a checkbox when you check out because people weren't going through and reading the fact and the shipping policies. So they were emailing me constantly back to back, where's my order, where's my order? But I'm like, if you guys would have read the shipping policies and the fact, then y'all would know where how long it takes to process your items and stuff like that, especially now that I'm receiving higher volumes of orders. So that's something to keep in mind if you guys want to start wholesale. Make sure you have all of your shipping in line, your frequently asked questions. Make sure all of that is in line so nobody can go back and say, oh, this isn't on your website or this isn't what your website says. Make sure you have it as a section on your website or highlight it in your Instagram page as well, just so people can have a choice to go look at it. And then if they don't, then you can't blame yourself because it's there. You shouldn't have to go back and forth with the people in your with your customers about where their orders are, because if they read, then they would know. So I don't go back and forth. I'll send them, I'll copy and paste exactly what's on my website and email it back to them, and they're pretty much good with that. They know I'm not going to go back and forth with you because you checked that box when you checked out, so that means that you checked it to say that you read it. So obviously I'm expecting you to read that and know what you're expecting basically. So like I said, that's just something to keep in mind. Oh, and another thing I want to touch on with wholesale. So I will also say, do not start wholesale because you want to make extra money, because wholesale is not easy. It's not easy at all, especially if you have, for me, I have, depending on what package you order, I offer a premium package for my shades. So that has almost 80 different styles in it. So imagine if 30 people order 30 premium packages and they each have like 10, like maybe they only order 10, but you have 30 different 10s, so that's 300 pair of shades. And you have 80, they're choosing from 83 styles to pick their, you know, 10 frames or 20 frames or whatever they decide to order. So you have to physically go in, and I have to physically go in, and I have to add each customer's email selection that they emailed me to their Shopify page. Print it out, go to my vendor and send them the order and make sure that they get the order right. And then if something's wrong, I have to, or if they don't send me the right item, then I have to email the customer and tell them, oh, your item's gonna be short, your package is gonna be short, you know, 2, 4, 6 shades because the vendor messed up. So I will say a lot of people aren't patient when it comes to stuff like that. Like, you know, obviously you want to be patient when you have your business, because you know you're going to have those customers who might test your nerves, but you have to keep it professional. So when it comes to the rude emails and the impatientness that comes from customers trying to start their business who do order wholesale, it's not for the faint of heart. Like, sometimes the customers can be, you know, really rude, but you have to remember that, you know, you have to keep it professional. So that's why I say it's not easy to just start a wholesale. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to wake up today and add this on my site and say, oh, I offer wholesale. It's not that easy, because once you start getting those orders in, you're going to find yourself really lost and really confused and like, oh, I wasn't expecting it to do this. I was only in it for the money. That's not the way to look at it. I started wholesale because I wanted to help other people start their business, because I know how hard it was for me to find vendors and how many vendors I had to go through until I found the perfect vendor. So that's why I offer wholesale, because I want people to be just as successful, if not more successful than what I am. So that's something to keep in mind with wholesale. I know I said that wholesale was the last thing I was going to talk about, but it's really not. I actually have a couple of other tips. So one thing I would say is the mass email sending. Whenever I release a new product, I always send mass emails through my Shopify account to my customers, so that they know, like customers who have previously purchased, so that they know that I release new products. So that's another thing that helped with my sales, is keeping customers, you know, in the loop, sending them emails. I also send follow-up emails once they receive their purchase, just so that, you know, they can let me know if the products are up to their liking, or if there's anything that I needed to change, or something of that nature, if anything went wrong with the products and stuff like that. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. I also want to talk about shipping. So I ship all of my products with USPS. Now, I ship mine with the USPS priority mail. I don't do free shipping. They do pay based on the weight of the product, so it's not really a flat rate fee. They pay based on what they purchase. So that's something that I think a lot of customers do like, because if they're only ordering a pair of shades, their shipping shouldn't be $6 and $7. Like, shipping should be like $2 or $3. And so with the $2 and $3 shipping, that's usually first class, so that takes about 5 days, which is okay. For all of my wholesale orders, I send them priority mail, which is 2 days, and I also make sure that they have insurance on the order if anything happens. So that's something that you should keep in mind, like your shipping times and the services that you use, because if your shipping rates are like really high, 9 times out of 10 people aren't going to check out. If you have a Shopify account, it does tell you, you know, how much money you lose to abandoned carts once, you know, you reach that certain stage. So I'm losing $5,000 and $6,000 in abandoned checkouts, and I'm like, why am I losing so much money? But then I realized it was actually something wrong with my shipping prices. It was charging people like $20 and $30 for 10 pair of lashes, and that doesn't make sense. So I had to go in and I had to redo all of my shipping, and I made it so that I weighed each package and stuff like that, so they're not overpaying for shipping. So I think that's really about it as far as, you know, what I did to reach that $10,000 mark in the 2 or 3 months that I did reach it in. It wasn't easy. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. It's not easy to be consistent, to remember to post 3 times a day. Sometimes you just don't feel like, you know, picking up your phone, but you gotta remember, if I want to, you know, make this money and I want to be successful and I want my business to, you know. So that's pretty much what I did to reach that, you know, $10,000 in 3 months. I will say that the next 3 months are looking way more plentiful than what the past 3 months were, and I'm so grateful for that. But you know, I'll keep y'all updated on how that goes. I'm very transparent when it comes to stuff like this, so I'm not one to hide the bad months. I'm not one to only do the good months. Like, I know everybody has the bad months. Everybody's not going to hit every month, so that's just something else to keep in mind. I'm not really one to get discouraged when something bad happens, or if I don't reach my sale goals for the week, because I know I can always make it up, or I can always, you know, hit it by the end of the month. It doesn't matter if I'm $400 short or $4,000 short. If I push myself and I, you know, do everything I'm supposed to do, I know I'll be able to, you know, hit that mark. So, you know, don't get discouraged if you know you have those bad months or you're not making any sales. Just be patient, because it's not going to happen overnight. So that's pretty much all for this video. The next video I record will probably be in my new apartment. I told you guys in the last video that I was in the process of moving, so I'm actually moving this week. I'll probably give you guys a furnished apartment tour, because obviously I'm not gonna have all my furniture when I first move in, because Rooms to Go wants to be behind on all the furniture, so it looks like your girlfriend will be sleeping on the mattress, but that's okay, because my furniture coming. But anyways, so I'm probably give you guys, like I said, a unfurnished furniture tour, or a unfurnished apartment tour. But so like I said, I'll probably vlog that day. It should be pretty hectic, but you know, I like hectic, so it should be fun. I'm gonna try to be more consistent for y'all once I move into my apartment. I've been trying to record a package and ship video, but I just haven't really had time, because I've been in school. I've been trying to focus on my business. I started a full-time job, so it's like I'm constantly running around trying to do stuff. But you know, hopefully I can get everything taken care of and everything under control, so I can, you know, record more consistently, you know, give you guys all the tips and tricks that you guys need to have a successful business. So that's pretty much all for this video. If you guys like it, like I said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also turn on my post notifications so that you know when I post another video.